Okay, Master Neurologist Andre Moore. Um, this is a continuation. Having problems with my camera today, but onward through the fog. So I noticed that my camera didn't pick up his full name. So it's Robert Francis Prevost. If it's a long O, then it'll be Prevost. And his election cycles was is 5, 8, 9, which give us a 4 election cycle. Okay, very detail oriented. Okay, so in the first part, I already talked about the 5, the 8, and the 9. So I was working on the name Robert. So let's go right quick there. So we got ROBERT, which has 6 letters. Okay, and I said the number 6 is all about social reform. And then I broke down his first earth tone and his first vowel, which was the 9, 6, which brought us back to the number 6. I said that his age is 69, and so that's a 6 vibrational energy right there. And he has 6 letters in his name. That's a 6 vibrational energy right there. So this is a very individual that's not a very selfish type of person, because in his birth cycles you didn't see no ones. You saw 1 1, which was 1955, and even though the 2 5s made a 1 energy, that 1 energy is very focused, and it has purpose. Okay, so here we have the 6 energy. Then we break it down. We have a 2, 5, 9, 2. Here you see the spiritual element kicking back in. You see his the 5 energy is kicking in right here between the 9 and the 5. Okay, and I believe Robert is the 33/6 name. Yeah, Robert is a master name. Okay, it's a 33. So you see he has 6 letters in his name. His first earth tone, the first earth vowel, vibrates on the 6th level, and the fullness of his name is a 6 energy. It's a 33/6 energy. So a tremendous amount of love and affection, to be of service to other type of individuals. You see, he has 2 9s here, equals 18. Come back to the 9, which is the number of self-sacrifice. He has 2 2s here. The 2's energies is another number of servitude. They make the 4 energy, which means his election cycle starts in the number 4, which means that he's very, even though he has a strong 5 energy, that 5 energy is not gonna take him off of take it take him off focus, because of the strong 4 energy that's that he started his cycle on. In other words, the 4 energy is going to keep that 5 energy in check. You understand? So he'll be able to be very serious about his duties as a pope, but on his off days, he's definitely going to enjoy himself. You understand? I don't, like I said, he may take a glass of wine every once in a while if they allow popes to drink. He just probably gonna have a good, strong sense of humor, very playful. But when it's time to take care of business, he will take care of business. Now, I'm not gonna go to an analysis of all of his energy, but I do want to highlight he has the 7 energy here, and then you got that 9 energy there, which comes back to another 7 energy there, and his destiny is a 7 energy. He has the master energy here, but brings that back to that 4 vibrational energy. Okay, let me see what else is going on here. Um, course, the 6 and the 2 right in here, you know, he was elected on the 8th, so there's that 8 energy there. So the 5 and the 2 and the 5 and the 9 makes the 14, which brings that back down there. I'm not really seeing a very strong 2 energy, even though it's there, but it's all the way in the back. The energy that's up front is the ones that I'm most concerned about. Okay? So, in my estimation, I think it's a good selection because he lead with a lot of love, with a lot of self-sacrificing, a lot of strong willingness to be of service to other individuals other than himself. And I believe that he's going to make a great pope with a 7 destiny. He's going to be moving into his 7th decade, which means that he will be guided by the angels. He'll be guided by his spiritual guides. He'll have his ear connected to the Lord, but he won't. He's a mystic that don't want to stay in a cave. You understand? See, some mystics, they like staying away from the public eye. No, not this mystic. This mystic likes to be about and be around people because the 5 energy is an energy that likes to travel. So even though he have a 7 destiny, it means that he comes out of his cave to socialize and to be able to lift other people's up. This perhaps this more misfortune than he is. You understand what I'm saying? But he will guide. He'll be guided with the higher forces, with the higher spiritual guides, with the yogis and the masters. But he will not. He won't feel the need to stay in that cave. He will go into the cave of meditation. He will go into the cave of silence and solitude, but he'll also be able to equally be accessible in a very public way. But if you listen to him and if you read his material, you'll see a very strong spiritual underlining that will be even higher than the vibration of a Catholic church. You understand? Because the Catholic church, like all churches, are still restricted in some type of a box of norms. The the 7 energy comes out of the box, and they have a more overview of what's going on metaphysically speaking. And so, if you listen to his words carefully, or if you read his writings very carefully, you'll be able to pick up how he's really channeling a lot of his actions based on perhaps his dreams, perhaps his intuition, and perhaps he may just have, you know, direct visitations from saintly beings. I don't know, you know, what saint that he may have an attraction to, but he may even have a couple of visits from a few saints that's not, you know, in the body. So anyhow, this is just a quick rundown on the new elected pope. I hope you get something out of this lesson. I do believe that he would be a great pope, not only for the Catholic Church, but for the whole world, for the whole humanity, because he leads with that 9 energy. Okay? And he's born in the month of September. All right. So until the next video, peace.